Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here today. It's the 16th of August 2024. Quick request if I can make that, and that's if you wouldn't mind please subscribing to the channel, because that'd be big help and appreciated if you would. So if you don't mind, please do. Yesterday, in a previous video from yesterday, we looked at the reissue of former Rush guitarist Alex Lifeson's reissue of his solo album Victor from 1986, and at the same time we've got a reissue of Geddy Lee's solo album My Favourite Headache from back in 2000. So it's quite good that they've both been reissued at the same time, didn't it? And as it did with Victor, when I heard the news about both reissues, it prompted me to dig out my original copies of the albums from when they were originally issued, because I'd not spun either for quite some time. So yesterday we dealt with Victor, and now it's My Favourite Headache. And of course, you know, the brief history is, isn't it, that back in 2000, the future of Rush was looking a little bit shaky, wasn't it, given the horrific tragedies which Neil Peart suffered, the late great Neil Peart. And after Test for Echo in 1996, there wouldn't be another Rush album until Vapor Trails in 2002. So during that 8-year gap, I guess Geddy was looking for something to do for a bit. And why not do a solo album, right? Nothing better to do, I suppose, so why not? And here he's joined by Ben Mink, who Rush fans will be familiar with as the guy that played electric violin on oh blimey, I've forgotten the track, Losing It. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Tell me if I'm wrong. From Signals. And also on drums there's Matt Cameron. Now, to me, again, after listening to it for the first time in such a long time, again, it does sound to me in the most part rather Rush-like. Yeah, let's say Rush-like. You can't hear Geddy's vocals without immediately thinking Rush, can you? Because they're so distinctive. Nor that familiar bass style either. You know, you immediately know it's Geddy. And as you'd expect, that's a big part of the album here, with that familiar throbbing, flowing, driving and dexterous bass that is just so Geddy Lee. And indeed, that's how the album begins, with the title track's intro being some of that, you know, that familiar Geddy bass. It's unmistakable and it's great, before it develops into quite a sort of a bouncy hard rocker, which would have sat well on Test for Echo, I think. And that opener and title track does, in lots of ways, set the template for the rest of the album, which is generally similar style-wise, though it does have here and there throughout a fair sprinkling of more gentler and melodic elements thrown in as well. One of those being the Angel's Share with the acoustic guitar and quite a sensitive vocal, and then we've got the piano on Slipping. My Favourite Headache overall does, as I've said, sound to me very much like Rush circa Test for Echo, if it is a little lighter overall. You know, it's not as driving, as heavy as Test for Echo. Whether Geddy's playing it safe here or not, well, that's open to debate, isn't it? And I guess only he really knows. Though it is a solo album, and just as Alex did on Victor, Geddy's got the right to do whatever he likes in his own way. Now, I have to say, after spinning it for the first time in such a long time, when hearing about this reissue, I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't go overboard on it either. It's a pleasant enough listen, all the same, but perhaps one for more for Rush completists than an essential purchase. But say, it's not a bad album. And you know, if you notice on the cover there that the artwork, there's no U in favourite. And of course, here in the UK, we spell favourite with a U. We Favourite. But here there's no U, and I guess that's the American spelling. It's just semantics, isn't it? But as I was typing out the blog post that accompanies this, my spell checker went crazy and said, "Oh, where's the U?" So now you know why there isn't a U. But never mind that. So it's all right. It's a good album, but it's not great. It's Geddy, so I guess you kind of know what you're getting. And don't forget that Alex Lifeson's solo Victor that's been reissued as well. And I do like that much better than this. But just personal taste. Never mind. Anyway, that's Geddy Lee and My Favourite Headache. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, because I say that would be quite marvellous. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.